Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Deck it quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot key. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the thunder, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. while I'm still in my same making profit. They used to watch me move them packets. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profit. That TTG money gang. Hey, make profit. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Friday. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, guys. We are going to be wrapping up the final 30 minutes of the trading day, the final 30 minutes of the trading week. And what a week it's been. I told you guys that this week was going to be big. I told you that these last couple of days with all this data that was going to be coming out was going to be insanely, incredibly, massively volatile. And my goodness, this market never ceases to disappoint when it comes to the volatility. Obviously, yesterday was one of the craziest days that we've ever seen, that I've ever seen in these markets, when you got the negative CPI number print came out, and then all of a sudden, markets absolutely just crashed to the downside, huge, and then the markets just ripped throughout the course of the trading day. And then you come right back in here today, and that gets tested. Now, we talked about this on the live stream yesterday about, guys, I expect pullbacks to test yesterday's move. You've given back about half of yesterday's move. Okay, so when we got down all the way down to 340 out of the SPY, then you had a little bit of recovery, a massive recovery yesterday. And then today, you've pulled back a little bit more than half of that move. So if you were to draw a line right across today's lows, you'll notice that it cuts yesterday's rally. It cuts it right in half. This is the support level that we've been looking at. This is the support level that I want to see the markets hold if there's going to be any follow through from yesterday's rally. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think these markets are going to do here next week. Next week is going to be huge. Now that inflation data and jobs data is out of the way, the markets are looking forward to earnings. And earnings are going to be starting up here. It started today with some of your banks. You got a couple of bank earnings today. Mixed bag, better than expected, though, on those earnings. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, all trading well today. They actually were green on the day. Stocks were doing very, very well in the face of this big, big, big market pullback here today. But next week, a lot more earnings will be coming out. You're going to get a lot more bigger names. You're going to get Netflix on Tuesday. You're getting Tesla on Wednesday. You're getting Goldman Sachs next week. You're getting American Express. You're getting a lot of Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, CSX. You're getting a whole long list of earnings next week. And then the week after that, you go your tech companies, Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, all of your major tech companies are going to start to be coming out then the following week. So now the market's going to be looking forward to earnings. Now, I've been talking about the month of October. You've been following my live stream for a while. I've been talking about the month of October. I think it can be make or break for this market. And you've been able to have the markets have held in there on a lot of different pieces of negative news. You've had a lot of the possible negative catalysts. You had a lot of them kind of come and go with the CPI number, the jobs number, the PPI number. A lot of that data has come out into the markets over these last 2 weeks, and the markets are still sitting here right around this $3,600 level. The last and final leg of the potential catalyst that can pull out the rug from this market is earnings. If earnings are not as bad as people think that they could be, and the markets never get that trapdoor opens up, you can see some significant movement to the upside. I would say at least the SPY back to 380. So next week earnings are going to be crucial to, is there follow through from yesterday's big time rally, or is the big pullback that you saw today, is that really just a sign of more of what's to come here next week and the week after as you go into, getting into really Q4 as earnings are going to come underway. So we've got a lot to talk about here today, guys. Markets are moving around a lot, so we're going to go over that. Welcome to the TTG live stream. For those of you that are brand new, my name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. Been doing this for over 16 years, and I began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City. It was my first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. You see, this is the environment that I learned to trade in. I learned in a bear market. I learned in a stock market crash. I learned in the worst recession that this country has ever seen, that any of you have ever seen. I'm very familiar with this environment, and we have been using a lot of the same strategies, a lot of the same techniques that allowed me to receive one of the Trader of the Year awards at that firm in 2008. The same strategies, the same techniques that helped me win that award in 2008, we are implementing in the markets here today. And I'm teaching TTG members on how to make money in a down market. And that is why so many of our members are able to actually not just make money, but they're having some of their best months and years and days that they have ever had in this environment where the markets are heading to the downside. But now I'm the head trader at True Trading Group, and along with 9 other professional trading mods and an over 20-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, to learn to trade and profit consistently. TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading educational platform because of it. We combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, workshops, and mentorship for stocks, options, futures, crypto, for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading. But we also focus on general macro market understanding to help you with long-term investing. At TTG, we take that university style of curriculum, university level of curriculum, and we combine it with today's top investing tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. We give you access to 10,000 TTG members, which are the most educated, supportive, helpful, and successful community of traders and investors out there that you are going to find. And of course, all of our real-time trade alerts from myself and 9 of the professional traders at TTG that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 2 years. We're a family at True Trading Group, guys. We leave no trader behind. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you turn on your notifications. You don't ever want to miss out on any one of these live streams. We drop golden nuggets and give you free lessons and analysis and trade ideas on a regular basis. So if you guys are new to the channel here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's take a quick check on what's going on here with the overall markets. Big down day today, guys. We're down 2% after rallying huge yesterday. Yesterday was a huge day for the markets, and you can see, and look down here at the bottom left of my screen, you guys can see this huge reversal rally day yesterday, and then you get this big pullback today. So we are pulling back into the bulk of yesterday's move, and we're really testing it. What I am really interested in, and we talked about this yesterday on the live stream, you had a major support level around 356. 356 was the support level, and now you can look at the bottom right of my screen on the daily chart. 356 is the level that the SPY was holding in the midst of all of the negative news, right? The negative news regarding what was happening in England and what was going on with Credit Suisse. People thought Credit Suisse was a Lehman Brothers moment. People were talking about the pension funds going belly up in England. So there was like that financial risk in the markets. You had the PPI data that was higher than expected. We were holding that level until the CPI number came out yesterday. CPI number was higher than expected. You got a massive gap down yesterday, and then we reversed it. And now we're back above that exact same 356 level. That level is going to be an area that a lot of traders and investors are going to be paying attention to, because that used to be the key support level. You broke it yesterday. You regained it the exact same day that it was broken. Typically, when you have situations where major support levels or major resistance levels get broken and then get regained the exact same day, that sometimes can act as reversal signals. But it's not very often that you have as many catalysts as you have in the market that we have here today, with inflation, the Fed, interest rates, you got treasury yields that are exploding to the upside, you got earnings next week. There's a lot of things that are happening here. So being able to analyze all this information, analyze this data to try to put ourselves in the best position to profit possibly, take some experience, guys. And that's why the TTG fam is going to lead you through this entire environment, as we have been all year, as we're going to continue to do here next week and the week after that, as you roll into the bulk of earnings season, to determine, is this market going to turn around, or is that trapdoor finally going to open up? Are you finally going to get a flush out to 3,400? Are you finally going to get the VIX to spike up to 40? All of the capitulation signals that people are looking for, like that VIX spike to 40. So many people are talking about that VIX spike to 40. The crazy part is that even after yesterday's gap down and even after today's pullback, the VIX is not moving. The VIX is sitting at 34, just doing nothing, just hanging out, not much movement at all. When you go and you take a look at the VIX, right? The VIX has barely freaking moved. We've barely moved. Now, for those that don't know, the VIX is the volatility index. Okay, so it actually tracks volatility. It's also called the fear gauge. People consider it the fear gauge. And what it essentially does is as the VIX goes higher, what that essentially is telling you that traders are anticipating larger than normal moves in the overall market. The higher the VIX goes, the bigger the move that they expect. It's also called the fear gauge because typically when you get those really big moves, the markets are moving to the downside and you're experiencing high volatility, and it's usually when it comes in a bear market. So that's typically when you get those big spikes. In history so far, when you look back over the last couple of years, every single time the VIX has spiked to 40, and if you look at the bottom right of my screen here, all right, I will draw a line right across that $40 level. And you can see this does not take a skilled chartist to tell you that every single time the VIX gets up to 40, it then has a sharp pullback. Every single one of these tests of that $40 level on the VIX coincides with a short-term market bottom. Short-term meaning the market just develops a new short-term uptrend and the selling pressure subsides. Obviously, we've made new consecutive lows after those short-term lows are put in. But if you go back and you look at a chart of the SPY and you line it up with every time that the VIX has spiked up to 40, it lines up with a short-term bottom in the SPY where the market stopped moving to the downside once you got the move up to 40. So once you move to 40, the market stops going down and you experience a little bit of a bounce. We're not yet at 40. We're at 34. So you still have opportunity there to get one of those spikes in the VIX. And in order to do that, you're going to need another significant move to the downside. Do we get it? Earnings are going to be what's going to give you that answer next week. As we take a look around at some other individual stocks that are relatively strong or relatively weak, you guys, if you followed my live stream, if you saw it yesterday, we had a monster win yesterday on Netflix, over 70% gain on call options on Netflix yesterday. I've long Netflix from $215 a share. Stock went all the way to $238 today. We held a little piece of that position from yesterday. Took the bulk of our position off the table. You know, I probably took off about 85% of my position yesterday. I was holding about 15% of that position. I added back to my Netflix position a little piece of it here today. And I did take profits off on that add back. So right here, I added back to my Netflix position today. And then on this move up there towards 235, I took some profits off the table. And I'm still long a piece of this position as the stock is showing just outstanding relative strength. The stock is not even down 1% on the day. It's been flirting with green, red, literally all day. But the market's, you know, it's like it's trying so hard to hold up. The market just keep going lower. And if the market's just going to keep going lower, it's going to be eventually, even stocks that are as strong as Netflix has been, eventually those stocks will give up. Eventually they will give up. You also have earnings coming out on Tuesday for Netflix. So I don't want to be long this position. Okay. I don't want to be long this position going into earnings. But I also don't want to just be long anything if the markets are going to get back below 356. And you can see it's just an extremely excessively weak day today in the SPY. You had Michigan, University of Michigan coming out with their inflation expectations, which is a big deal 1 year out from now. And they moved it from 4.6 to 5.1. So basically saying that 1 year from today, next year, and you know, you're talking about having inflation still at 5.1 when the prior number was 4.6. So inflation expectations for a year out from now are starting to move to the upside. And that is what really broke the markets back this morning. That's where you got this big sell-off early, right? So we were green and then that number came out and you got that big drop. And now the markets have just slowly just coasted to the downside all day. Once you got that break, the markets were just completely kind of lost any type of wind and any type of support or buying that people had coming out from yesterday. And the buyers just disappeared. And it's just been a slow drift lower to the downside all day long. And it hasn't really been there's not a panic sell. There's no panic sell here at all. It's a very slow, methodical bleed out where the markets will make a new low. It'll bounce back, then make a new low. It'll bounce back. It'll make a new low, bounce back, make a new low. And you just can keep doing that all day long. I mean, you can just see here on my charts. You see this up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But very clearly a downward trend as you keep making new lows, right? So Even though I'm holding Netflix from yesterday, I haven't had a reason to sell it because the stock has not broken down. I also don't want to be long this going into earnings. I don't like being long stock positions going into earnings. I feel like they're a complete coin flip. I feel like it's a 50-50. I don't know what the earnings are going to be, and therefore I can't put myself in any point of an advantage by doing that. So my advantage as a trader for me is my ability to identify high probability patterns and setups. So if you just go into earnings, I'm removing the edge that I feel that I have over other traders that are not as experienced, that can't really identify high probability setups. That's your edge as a trader. And I feel like if I just hold into earnings, I'm removing that edge, and it becomes more of a coin flip. So I want to hold on to this into Monday. What I might do is even reduce my position size down even further, because I did add back earlier today. I did take profits off again earlier today, but to hold over the weekend, if I do, I will reduce the size. I'll reduce the size of that position to really bring my risk all the way down. I do want to see 356 hold support on the SPY. If you get under 356, then there really is an air pocket. You have minor support at 354, and then your next support would all be all the way down at yesterday's lows of 348. And those are really the levels that you're left with on the SPY. So if you look at the bottom left of my screen on the 15-minute chart, 356, that's that prior level of support. You get underneath that, minor support at 354, and then you're talking about the 348 level. So those are the levels that I'm really paying attention to. Netflix has good support here down around 230. You can see we've held 230 all day. The markets have just made new low, new low, new low, new low, new low all day. Netflix is not, stayed above 230. So I'm going to reduce some of my position here before the close, and then I'm going to hold on to a small piece. It'll be low exposure. And if the trade works out for me on Monday, then I'll just add back to get myself into a full-size position. Again, I'm still holding shares from $215 yesterday, right? So, I'm in a really good position here with this Netflix trade. All right. And what I'll probably do is, once I can reduce my position size all the way down, you're probably talking about me having a stop loss then on the rest of that position, probably down around 226 for anyone that is following along with that trade, as we have just about a couple of minutes left to go here before we get into the closing bell. Markets are trying to bounce off the lows, nothing substantial, nothing, impressive by any means. It's just been there really hasn't been any buying here today. You had a little gap up early, got some people excited, and then the market's just kind of created to the downside. The one level that I want you to really focus on, we talked about this pre-market, is the low 370s, 371. This 371 level on the SPY is a big level. It's not just because it's the high of the day today. We talked about this pre-market inside of chat. But when you look back to the left, bottom left of my screen, you see all of that resistance back there for about a week and a half. Then you had the gap up day, and then all of a sudden that level just started to hold as a level of support. Then you got the massive gap down, right? Well, we rallied right back up to that level today, and it showed its face again as a level of resistance. All right, it showed its face again as a level of resistance. So that's going to be a key level for us to focus on going into next week as you have earnings. I don't expect stellar earnings. The hopes here for bulls is that the earnings are just not as bad as people think they're going to be. That's what happened in July when you had your summer earnings season. Everybody thought earnings were going to be horrific. They were not as bad as people thought, and the markets moved higher. Then you got the inflation number was not as bad as people thought, and the markets continued to move higher into August. Obviously, that's not the case this time around. The inflation number, we already got it, was worse than expected. And the next catalyst after earnings season is going to be the Fed meeting, which is going to be the very beginning of November. And that'll be the next major catalyst that we can look forward to. Does the Fed give you 75 basis points? A lot of people think it's a 100% lock. You're getting 75 basis points after getting the PPI and CPI numbers that we just got 2 days ago and yesterday being heavier or being higher than people had initially expected. All right, so a lot going on next week. It's kind of an eerily quiet day today after that sell-off. The markets have just been slowly bleeding out. And we'll see what happens here next week. We've got about 5 minutes to go here before the markets close. We'll see if maybe the markets try to give you a flush out right before the bell. And Netflix is testing that 230 level again, just kind of got right down to 230. You see a little bit of trying to hold in there, right around 230. Like I said, you can reduce some of that risk if you want to carry it over the weekend. If there's anyone that's following me on that trade, if you want to reduce some of that risk before you carry it over the weekend, I think that's a good idea. Got a lot of pump and dump action too in some of these like Chinese small cap names, guys. You guys got to be careful with some of these. I saw a lot of people, people are talking about some of these Chinese names. I don't even know if some of these are Chinese, like ILAG, ILAG. Another one was TOP, TOP. I mean, you guys got to really got to start being careful trying to trade these things. You take a look at TOP. The stock went all the way to $30 today. Now it's at $6. Yes, you heard me correctly. It went to $30 today. Now it's at $6. And there's the SPY test and low. So there you go. So that's what I'm saying. You might get a little flush out there right before the bell. And there you have it. There's your little flush out right before the bell, straight down to the low of the day. And let's see if you print that new low. There's your brand new fresh session low. 35.38, 35.36. There's your fresh new low of the day. There's your little flush out candle before the close. And Netflix, even in the face of this, Netflix is still trying to hold $230. It's too bad. It's too bad the markets were this weak today, because the relative strength that you see on Netflix, I feel like, the long that we had from yesterday at 215, I feel like really could have paid us even more today than what we got out of the trade yesterday if the markets weren't as weak as they are right now. I mean, it's just just an extremely weak day after an extremely strong day yesterday, and Netflix is just getting dragged down with it. Still trying to hold that 230 is crazy. Yeah, guys, just be careful if you're going to trade some of these names like Top. Another one was ILAG. A lot of people are talking. I mean, these things are just garbage. I mean, please be careful trying to trade these things. This stock went from $4 to $12, then back to $4. I don't want to see you guys get hurt on things like that. Those stocks can halt on you. They can drop in the blink of an eye. And if you're not an experienced trader, I really don't think that you should be trading stuff like that. That's going to be halting all over the place. I just think you're putting yourself in such a high risk situation. I'd really make sure that if you're going to trade something like that, make sure you have hotkeys, make sure that you are experienced. It's not something that I think that anybody, I don't think it's something that anybody that's a brand new trader, I don't think it's anything that anybody should be trying to trade. A couple seconds here before the close. Guys, Sunday night, make sure that you are setting your reminders, because Sunday night, I'm going to be going live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to talk about what the game plan is for next week going into all of your earnings. And we'll lay out for you the calendar, the earnings calendar. There's new lows in the SPY. We'll lay out the earnings calendar for you guys. All right, what companies are going to be reporting earnings next week, and we'll go over that entire game plan for you guys. So that's going to be Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That is 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Sunday night. Set your reminders now. All right, set your reminders now, guys. $217. All right, guys. So I have reduced. I'll send out an alert for everybody inside of the True Trading Group chat room. So like I said, I'm going to carry a little piece of that Netflix trade into Monday, but I have brought my risk all the way down. But remember, guys, again, if you are following me, I am long this originally from 215 yesterday. So make sure that you are well aware. Make sure you are well aware of that. All right, and there we go. Just got filled there. 229.90. All right, so I just sent out that for all of our members inside of the True Trading Group chat, just so everybody is well aware. There's a couple seconds here before the bell. 2, 1, and ding, ding, ding. All right, guys, there you have it. There is the closing bell. All right, there's the closing bell. So a very weak day there in the overall markets. Listen, I expected a pullback today. This is a bigger pullback than I was initially expecting. We talked about it yesterday on the live stream about, guys, the day you had yesterday, I was very specific. That day has to be tested. You're not just going to keep moving higher after a day like that yesterday. That was a short covering rally. Hedges came off. There was not a bunch of buyers stepping in to really just sink their teeth into the longs. I think it was a positioning situation. I think it was a lot of short covering, and that needs to get tested. It needs to get backfilled and retested. You got help today with the inflation expectations going up from 4.6 to 5.1. That set the tone right off the morning at 10 o'clock, and the markets never recovered after that. So that 356 level, it's still in play. It's important. It's huge. If you were to for some reason gap under it on Monday, you would then look for that level to become your zone of resistance, as the only support level underneath that is 354. If you are still above 356 come Monday, I am going to look for Monday for that 356 level to be support, and maybe catch a quick trade long off of that level. All right. All right, guys, it's giveaway time. To help me do a giveaway, we're going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Everyone say Ayo to Adam.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what up?
What up? All right. So we're gonna give away another $1,000 right now to one lucky True Trading Group member. And then what we're also gonna do is we're gonna do this again on Sunday night. We're gonna do this again on Sunday night as well. Sunday night's gonna be a big night, man. I don't think you really did it justice when you were talking about how, the potential of next week, because you're really going to get some, you have the opportunity to get some follow through in a direction next week.
Yeah. Now that all the inflation stuff is out of the way, you can really focus on earnings.
Right.
And you have some big ones next week. You got, like I said, you have more of the banks. You've got Netflix, you've got Tesla. Tesla's been getting crushed. All these EV stocks are getting crushed. When you take a look at like XPEV is at 8.
Why are they getting crushed right now?
Demand concerns, like demand slowdowns.
Demand slowdowns for electric cars specifically?
Yeah. So there was actually a negative note today on Tesla with a downgrade. I forgot which analyst gave him a downgrade today, but it was demand concerns. XPeng's at $8.
Right, but is this a drop in demand in the car market, or is it a drop in demand in the EV market?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both. The same thing. I mean, Ford gave you a warning on them with, the demand for new cars. But yeah, there's just an issue there with that's also had some issues, some battery news with their battery production, some delays on battery production.
Also, Elon Musk is under federal investigation for the Twitter deal.
Yeah. They actually that came from Twitter. I'm not really even sure the details behind that, but that was actually kind of a rumor that was put out there today. And it was actually about.
It's not a rumor. It's confirmed on Reuters, BBC News, Financial Times.
Yeah.
Reuters just put it out 4 hours ago. Elon Musk is under federal investigation over his conduct in his $44 billion takeover of the Twitter deal.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure, that's going to have a negative impact on Tesla, right? Or is it not really?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not going to help. I mean, I don't think that's the reason the stock is down 7.5% today, but it certainly doesn't help. It certainly does not help. But I think more so it's analysts giving negative notes on like demand concerns for Tesla. The stock has just been cratered. This was a $310 stock 3 weeks ago. It's at 200. It's at $200.
Gas prices are still on the way down a bit, right?
They've actually gone back up as of recently.
How recently?
Within the last couple of weeks.
Okay. How much further up? Is it like really? I don't really notice that big of a difference. Like it wasn't like before where it was approaching $5.
No. Oil's not. We're not. Oil didn't go back to 120, but it did go back to 90. And you saw gas prices across the country jumped about 40 cents, 40, 50 cents. They were like, maybe
it's a big jump, but it's not what it was. It was going up $1, every week it seemed like for a minute.
Yes, but it wasn't going up $1 every week. But if that was the case, gas would be at $17.
No. I just meant like from before it felt a lot more aggressive, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because gas was $5 a gallon on nationwide.
Right, but it felt like it got there very quickly.
Yeah, now it's I don't know. I didn't see the latest numbers, but it's somewhere around $3.50 a gallon, $3.60 a gallon, something like that.
Right, but it just doesn't feel as sharp as an incline.
No, it's not.
The reason I bring that up is I'm looking at some articles on like CNBC and CNN and other places that are basically just talking about, how due to declining gas prices, EV sales are down, or like interest in EV sales are down. So if you literally go to Google and type in EV demand is down, you'll see all the articles from as recent as August all the way till today. That's what they're talking about, is that due to the gas prices kind of coming back down, or at least stabilizing at some point, that the demand in electric vehicles are down, or the interest in electric vehicles, which I understand. It's super expensive. Those electric cars are not cheap, man. It's way cheaper to go get yourself a base model, Ford, than it is to go get a base model Tesla. So trying to see if anyone has any questions. So Noble Eagle, no, not Zero Hedge. It's funny, but no, not Zero Hedge. CNN, Car and Driver. So all right. All right, let's I guess let's spin the wheel.
So guys, we're gonna spin this wheel here. This is
Done.
$1,000 giveaway. We do it. Why? Because it's cool and it's fun and we like to. So one lucky TTG member is about to win $1,000. Do you have the music playing on this one too, like we did yesterday?
I do.
Yes, I like that. I like the music.
Fisherman is the winner. Mike, you writing a novel, or you want to?
Yeah, Fisherman, congrats. Fisherman, the winner of the $1,000. Congratulations.
All right.
Yesterday it was Flow Me was yesterday. Today was Fisherman, and we're gonna do another one of these on Sunday. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations, Fisherman. Congratulations on winning a free $1,000. Let's see if there's anything going on here after hours. I'm just taking a look around at some of these stocks and see if there's anything was moving after hours after the markets have closed. But it's pretty quiet session right now. Pretty quiet after hours. I don't really see too much going on there after hours. I don't really see if there's any small caps that are giving you any type of squeezes after hours. That IMRA, I want you guys to pay attention just this IMRA also. This IMRA gave you this big gap up today, and we just shot up to test $4. $4 is a big level of resistance on IMRA. Just keep an eye on this. I was actually looking at $4 for a possible short on IMRA today. And you see you had previous support back there in August and September. It then became resistance in October and November. And then you gapped up and you ran to $4 right into the close. And then you can see you just got rejected there at $4. Just keep an eye on that for those small cap traders that we have out there. If it can't get through $4, that could be a decent short back to $3. On the flip side, if it gaps above 4, your next resistance you're looking at is going to be over 5, and that could be a potential short squeeze play. I'm going to take a guess here that there's a lot of people that I think jumped in this thing short in front of $4. And if it gaps above it on Monday, you could see maybe a little bit of a squeeze. But my initial idea there is short in front of $4, maybe ride it back down to 3. So that's just a quick little thing there about a small cap that we can look at. That thing gave you a move right into the close. Other than that, I don't see anything else that's moving around. You guys want to just make sure that you set your reminders for Sunday night. Because, if you thought that these last 2 days were a wild ride, I think that next week, as you get through earnings, is going to be even wilder. And you're going to see wilder moves in individual stocks next week, because you're going to be looking at maybe that correlation between the markets made huge moves yesterday and today. And when the overall market makes such huge moves in a single day, there's a lot of correlation and there's a lot of push-pull that takes place on individual stocks. Once you get into earnings season, a lot of those stocks, a lot of that correlation with the individual stocks and the overall market tend to separate a little bit. And you'll be able to actually get really wide range moves and directional moves in the stocks themselves, regardless of the overall market. And maybe that correlation can break a little bit. And then we'll see if some of the stuff that's been relatively strong gives you a little bit of a move to the upside if they report better than expected earnings. And then, of course, the stocks that have been weaker, if they give you bad earnings guidance, there's a lot more room to the downside on some of those stocks. And we're going to trade that to the downside, as we have been so far, literally all year, teaching our members how to make money in this environment, teaching our members how to make money when stocks go down, not just sitting there being a prisoner to your long-term portfolio and just watching your 401k go down. You don't have to just sit back and do nothing and just hope for the best. And that's really what I've been trying to explain to people all year at True Trading Group and all year on these live streams, is making sure that those people are able to understand and are able to comprehend, can you actually make money when the markets move to the downside, rather than just sitting back and just waiting and hoping and praying that the markets are going to, at some point, give you a turnaround, or at some point are going to give you, where you're just going to wake up one day and all of these things that the world is going through are just going to disappear. Is that you're not going to wake up next week, next month, and inflation is going to be gone. You're not going to wake up next week, next month, and the Fed's going to say, okay, kidding, we're joking, we're not going to raise rates anymore. You're not going to wake up next week and Treasuries yields are going to drop back to 2% and mortgage rates are going to drop back to 3%. That's not going to happen. So you need to learn how to make money in this environment, which is the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen in my entire life. You've had more greater than 2% moves on the SPY this year than you've ever had in history. That's a day trader's or a swing trader's dream. And it's important to learn how to make money in this environment. That's exactly what we have been teaching. A lot of people can't comprehend how that's even possible, that people can't make money in this environment. If you thought that way, you'd be completely wrong. And I'll prove that to you right now. Members of True Trading Group, I want to know, members of TTG, if you guys are making money this year, you're becoming better traders this year in this environment, I want you guys to type the $sign inside of chat right now. Just literally type the $sign in chat if you're making money and you're becoming a better trader in this environment. Yes, Isaac Bond says that would be nice to learn. It would be nice to learn. And the opportunity for you is literally right here, right now on this live stream. Pay attention, guys, as you see some members here inside of True Trading Group that are going to tell you that they're making money, they're becoming better traders, even in this environment that you find yourselves in here now today. Beautiful. There you guys go. Look at all these dollar signs. Wow, 422% gain for S-Band today. That's incredible. Antoinette, yes. My account is up 15% since I joined last Friday. Antoinette, that's incredible. Awesome. Lenny Rodriguez says, first-time listener, looking to jump in with you guys. Awesome feedback I'm seeing from the chat. Yes, Lenny. Thank you. Lenny, you're never going to find another community that is more helpful, more supportive, and more successful here than a True Trading Group. We have about 10,000 members in TTG from all over the world, from all walks of life, and they all genuinely give a damn whether or not each other succeeds or fails. It's the best camaraderie. It's the best support. It's the best help community that I've ever imagined in my entire life. Who's on the live stream right now that's actually new and you're not a member, like Lenny? If you guys are not a member of TTG, type the letters TTG in chat right now. Just type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. TTG. If you're not a member, type TTG in chat right now. Way to go, Rob. Rob has increased his account balance by 30% since joining. That is outstanding. Go ahead, guys. Just type the letters TTG. If you're not a member of the family, I want to know who we have on here that is not a member of True Trading Group. Pork Chop says, I'm getting way better. I love it. Way to go, Matthew. Matthew, paper trading. Yes, I made $1,000 paper trading. I like it. Paper trades start off nice and easy, right? We have a simulator on the platform for a reason. You guys can trade with fake money while you are practicing. Oh, that was 30% today, says Rob. I thought you meant since you joined. Rob, that's incredible, man. That's even better. 30% on your entire account in one day. That's amazing. Congrats. That is absolutely amazing. Congrats. Yeah, so paper trading, guys, that's, listen, we have a simulator on our platform. It is included with your membership. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I think it's important for people that are first starting out. It's important for you guys to trade on a simulator at first so that you can practice implementing everything that you've learned in the courses without having to risk any of your hard-earned money. A lot of people, they start off trading for the first time and they just start going right at it. They dive in head first. And I get it. When you join True Trading Group for the first time, it's exciting. And it is exciting. And you should be excited to learn a new skill. You should be excited, at the potential to become, consistently profitable in the markets. That it is an exciting thing to start, but don't run before you learn how to walk, right? Don't put the carriage before the horse. All right. You want to go through the process, go through the courses, take your time, trade on the simulator, prove that you can do this with fake money before you start risking your hard-earned cash. That simulator is free. It's included in your membership. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. Is that true, Nicola? Nicola's at $3. Yeah, a lot of these EV stocks have come back down to earth. A lot of these EV stocks have come back down to earth. Workhorse is at $2. Ride at $1.65. Yeah, a lot of those EV stocks have come all the way back down to earth, and that's where they belong. A lot of those companies, in my opinion, all those companies will probably go out of business and they're not going to survive. Like Ride, Workhorse, Nikola, a lot of those companies probably don't. A lot of those companies probably don't make
I got a bone to pick with Lenny.
The person that said that they're
I got a bone to pick with Lenny.
All right, shoot.
Lenny, are you still here, brother? Just go ahead. Let me know if you're still here. Got a bone to pick with Lenny.
What happened? He's a first-time listener. How do you?
He just signed up, right? That's amazing. I want to show you something. As Lenny is signing up, I was told that we were completely sold out of laptops, and I was literally switching the template file right now on the back end of the site.
Oh, no. Wait, so what does that mean?
That means that he just signed up before we got to promote a membership. Like you were taking your time with the membership, and I was changing the fact that we didn't have any laptops on the back end. So he signed up. The picture of the laptop was there. So he's got to get one. Are you following or are you not following?
Yeah, I'm following.
We didn't have any laptops, right? We were out. I had to manually switch it.
Gotcha.
Right. So yeah, that's what I was saying. So good news for Lenny.
Damn. So we have to give him, if it was there when he signed up, we have to give it to him.
You got to give it to him. Yeah.
Damn it, Lenny.
Right. So you can add one more to your pile this weekend, and I'm going to switch it now.
I feel like that's your fault.
Huh? I was making an update to the site. Normally, it's automatic. I was making an update to the site. I'm a lawyer. I always try to find a loophole. Nice. Welcome.
Come on, Lenny. Don't do us like that, Lenny.
No. Give it to him.
Well, Lenny, welcome to the TTG family, guys. Welcome, Lenny.
Now, before somebody else gets any bright ideas.
Yeah, get that out of there. Lenny, welcome to the family. Everybody, welcome Lenny. Lenny's the newest member to the group. Let me actually tell you guys let me just kind of walk you through what you actually get with that membership, since Lenny just joined and Lenny just grabbed one. Let me show you guys, go through this with you.
Yes.
When you join the TTG platform, guys, you're getting access to an entire platform. You're not just getting access to some stupid Discord where, I just say, hey, I just bought this, and then that's it. You get an entire platform. And there's no upsells for courses or tools on the platform. You could just pay the one price and you immediately get access to the entire platform. It's $5,000 worth of premium tools from Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, ETNA. These things would cost you about $5,000 a year if you went to the companies directly. We have spent years negotiating deals and building relationships with these companies so that we can offer their products on our platform without you having to pay extra for them. That's the value.
Sorry, I'm calling Sammer.
That's the value of the membership, the value of this platform. You're also getting access to all of our courses. Our courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I was working at that firm in New York. It was my very first job at a college, and they didn't let me touch a dollar of their money until I went through this 3-month training program. So you're going to get access to all of those things when you guys join the TTG family. All right. You're also getting access to the best damn community of traders and investors that you're going to find. About 10,000 of the TTG family members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. And of course, our double your money back guarantee. I stand behind this platform that we have created, and I'm so confident in its ability to help you guys reach your goals that I'm willing to offer you double your money back. So you're putting up $11.20 here today on this live stream to join our year membership. And here's the deal. If you go through our courses, our quizzes, and attend the study group and do not make back the $11.20 at least once, I'm going to give you double your money back. So I'm going to give you $2,240 in return if you guys do not make the $11.20 back at least once. That is me putting my money where my mouth is and telling you guys I have no problem doing that, because we've only had to refund 2.6% of our users since 2016. So chances are you're not going to need that double your money back guarantee, but I get it. It's nice to have that peace of mind that if things completely fail, you're going to get double your investment or get a 100% return on your investment. And that's what
I can't change it right this second.
Sammer's not answering the phone.
He is. He's just out getting food.
Oh, he's getting food at 4:00. Well, lunch is between 12 and 1, so maybe we should remind Sammer of that.
All right. If you see a laptop, you're getting one. The second that I'm able to change it, I'm going to change it. So it's very simple. The price is going to be $11.20 all weekend until Sunday at midnight. We have no laptops. If you see a laptop in your checkout, you're getting one. It's that simple. Definitely one of those days.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's Friday, and it definitely is one of those days.
Yeah, I can't take it off right this second. So,
All right.
All
right. Well,
I'll get them. Whatever.
All right. Well, all right, guys. Well, so there's the deal. So I guess whoever joins before Sammer gets back to his desk, if he walked to Whole Foods, I guess is probably where he went.
I don't know. I'm home. I have no idea. We work.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, you are home. So I don't. Oh, good, great. So we don't even know where Sammer is. All right.
So yeah, if you see it between now or anytime, whenever, if you see it on the checkout page, you're getting it. All right. So good for you guys.
Yeah. All right. So
nothing I can do, bro.
Yeah, it's all right. Whatever. All right. So you guys have until Sammer gets back to his desk. If you want,
it's very simple. Laptop. If you see it, you're getting it.
Right. You see a laptop, you're getting a free laptop. So you just have to go to ttgoffer.com and then enter the coupon code TTG121. When you do that, click apply code. The price will flash green. It'll drop to $11.20. The $11.20 price point, that's good until Sunday at midnight. And then we're going to start moving that price up over $1,200 and then back to the $22.12 original price of the TTG membership. But that coupon code is available for those of you that are on these live streams. Give you guys an extra discount if you're spending the time and you're motivated enough to watch these live streams. The only reason why you're on these live streams is to get educated and get to gain the skill to help you guys make money in the markets. And I appreciate the motivation, the dedication, not trying to cut corners. You're trying to actually learn. And that's why we're going to give you guys that coupon code. But if you went to our site just on your own without a coupon code, it's $22.12. So take advantage of that coupon code. It's a 49% discount off of the annual membership and the price you pay today. So if you pay the $11.20, that's the price that you'll pay for life. So when it comes time to renew your membership next year, you're only going to pay the $11.20. It doesn't matter if our membership is $2,500 next year. You'll only pay the $11.20 to renew. And that's important because 78% of our users renew their membership. So chances are you're going to want to renew your membership as well. Right. And you have the W money back guarantee, like I said, that I already explained. So if you go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're going to be getting one of those laptops. You do not need to enter your address to get it. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the free laptop after you guys join.
Yeah, good news for you guys. I have to buy these laptops on bestbuy.com.
So for those that don't know, maybe joining us for the first time, at True Trading, we have relationships with like 3 different wholesalers. And what we do is we'll try to buy like electronics in bulk because we can get a really good bulk discount from a wholesaler directly. It's a lot cheaper than if you like go to Best Buy and buy a laptop. But we can't get them all of the, I wish we can just say every day we have laptops, but we don't. It really depends on the inventory that we get from the wholesalers and how many people are signing up. And sometimes we don't get people sign up and then we don't get any more laptops for a week or 2 weeks and we don't have any more. But in this case, we don't have any laptops, so we have to actually purchase them retail, which means more money for us, but it is what it is. It's a brand new free laptop. We'll even cover the shipping costs. We ship anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you live. We have members from Japan. We have members in New Zealand. We have members in Russia, India, the UK, Netherlands, Canada, Mexico, Italy, Spain, Egypt. We have members all over the place. So as long as you guys live on planet Earth, we'll get you that free laptop. But you have to go to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code TTG121 to do so. Joining TTG changed my life, says Jessie Marie. I will totally fire my boss one day. Enjoy the weekend, fam. Time to drink a lot of red wine and play Elden Ring. Nice. Enjoy that red wine. I'm going to have some red wine myself. I'm a cab guy. I'm a cab drinker. I can use a laptop, says Mike. Well, Mike, listen, it's totally free. You just have to...
All right, Kevin just signed up.
All right, so Kevin, welcome to the family. Everybody,
you
welcome.
Don't have to sign up. How do you know Mike's even real? Dude, all these people could be fake. He could be a scam.
What?
All the people could be fake. You could be a scam. How do they know that you're real? They shouldn't necessarily sign up right now, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, wait. You know what? Don't. Guys, maybe you should sign up next week. Maybe don't. Right now is not a good idea. Right now is not a good time. Well, Kevin, welcome to the family, man.
Yeah, I mean, double your money back. Who does that? That shit ain't real.
Yeah, that can't be true. Oh, that's all right, man. You know what? I don't mind it. This is a crazy time right now in this market. It's totally unprecedented.
Hang on. I'm gonna call you. Yeah. You know what? To prove that y'all shouldn't sign up, I'll make a comment real quick. You told me yesterday that there was no way the market was gonna go back to lows today. What happened, Doug?
Do you know what happened today? Before
No,
you ask me that question?
but I'm just roll with. Shut me up.
We're nowhere near yesterday's lows.
Okay, so it didn't go back down to yesterday. All right, whatever.
No, yesterday's low is 348 on the SPY. We are at 358.
I don't trust you.
Oh, you know what? I don't trust myself either. I got this weird bamboo plant back there.
Who gives a Trader of the Year award?
I've got a golden Buddha.
Who gives a Trader of the Year? Who made that for you?
I got it from my mom.
Is it paper mache?
It was construction paper with like the glitter glue, like in elementary school. And it actually says Trader of the Year in uncooked macaroni.
I knew it.
Nah, guys, listen. We're just messing around. Honestly, I don't care. I don't mind it. These are unprecedented times, and there's a lot of people out there that don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on. And the thing about True Trading Group is we're not just about day trading and swing trading. We also will teach you about overall market environment and market understandings to help with long-term investing.
Joseph Varga, I see you on the checkout page. Buddy, feel free to wait till next week. I heard he's going to sell memberships for $500 next week. The price is supposed to go up every night. It's just next week for sure. It's going to go to like $500.
I want to point something else out too. All kidding aside, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I sent out a tweet today. And I want to reference it real quick. My Twitter handle's at @MikeEdward_TTG. Again, it's at @MikeEdward_TTG. Mike is asking, what's the website? Mike, the website is go to ttgoffer.com. That's ttgoffer.com.
TTG
and then you'll
enter with an S.
And then you'll enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, and then just fill out your information, check out, and then you'll be good to go, Mike. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting one, all right? So I just want to, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, go ahead. I always post market commentary, trade ideas, etc. And someone sent me a message today, and I just want to point out to you that this is why in education is so important, okay? Education matters. And it's not just about day trading and swing trading. It's also understanding the overall market so it can relate to long-term portfolio positioning, and making the right decisions, especially during times like this, can have a lasting impact for you, but for also your children and generations to come if you make the right decisions during moments like this when stock markets crash. And I want to just put this out to you guys real quick. This is a comment, a message that I got from a member. I don't know if that member is on this live stream. I'm not going to say your name, obviously, for your privacy, but if you want to speak and you're on the live stream and you want to say something, then please go right ahead, because people can communicate and can talk to you, but I'm not going to, give your name. Mike AO, just wanted to send a huge thank you your way. I've never dared to touch my retirement account before, but this year I followed your guidance and I moved part of my equity investments into fixed income, money market, energy, and real estate. Even though I'm not able to buy stocks, only mutual funds in my retirement accounts, this move made me profit of almost $70,000. Let me say that again. This made me profit of almost $70,000. Most people that are watching have probably lost that much or more in their retirement accounts. This person has made $70,000, and then they say, I have been moving that money back into equity funds as the markets dip. I'm so very grateful. You are awesome. Heart face, smiley face, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Okay. So
was that from your mom as well?
That was actually from my grandmother.
I know.
Yes, my grandmother sent me that one. So, like I said, go ahead, follow me on Twitter. But I just want to put that out there that, times like this, where the markets do move to the downside. You get a bear market, you get a stock market crash. It's not always just about, oh man, there's, these are great long-term investment opportunities, as obviously that they are. And we will always share with you guys overall market environment, and the moderators and I, which is myself and the 9 other professional traders, will always share with you all of our long-term portfolio moves. Every single year, I actually issue a report on my outlook for the entire year, and I give you all of my thoughts. And on January 2nd, I published a 16-page report to all of our members in True Trading Group, identifying the energy sector as my number 1 sector pick for 2022. And long and behold, the energy sector is one of the only sectors that's actually green on the year. And it's not just kind of green, it's like 50% green this year. When the overall stock market has crashed, the SPY is down about 26, 27% on the year. The NASDAQ's down over 30% on the year. But the energy sector, best performing sector on the entire year. And I'll do that for you guys year after year, and throughout the course of the year, I tell you what stocks I'm adding in my long-term portfolio and when that is. And
you haven't added back yet. There's been some significant dips. What's up with that, bro?
What's up?
There's been some significant dips. You haven't added back yet.
Well, we're at the same price on the SPY as we were when I added on June 17th. So we're at 3,600. I added at like 36.50 in June 17th. A lot of the stocks that I bought on June 17th are still significantly higher than where I purchased them on June 17th. But I'm going to be adding more.
I just don't think TTG is the move for today.
Yeah, guys, maybe you should not. You know what? Yeah, don't join True Trading Group. We don't want to buy any more of these laptops.
Now you're thinking.
Yeah, no more. Does anybody have any questions before we break for the weekend? And make sure your reminders are
How many of our members are the 740? Wait, why did you say the F word?
I'm watching the Yankee game.
Okay, yeah, nobody cares. Why? I wonder how many members are on out of the 748 people that are watching right now. Curious. Oh, Javi has a question. Mike, who anticipated the pullback today, and can you explain why the market pulled back versus climbing up to higher levels than reached yesterday? My puts paid.
I mean, I expected to pull back today. I told you guys yesterday on the live stream that I thought the markets were going to pull back and they're going to test yesterday's rally. I didn't think we would pull back this far to 357. I thought the markets would pull back today to maybe 362 was kind of the level that I had my eyes on today. If you guys caught my live stream yesterday, I said that I think you're going to get a pullback and that this needs to be tested. And you got it, but you pulled back a little bit deeper because of the inflation numbers being moved higher. This is not CPI data. This is 1 year inflation expectations, which means 1 year from now, where do we think inflation is going to be? Where is CPI going to be a year from now? And the expectations were 4.6. Today, it moved to 5.1. And that's a big increase. And that's what sent the markets really to the downside. And the markets really never looked back after that. So congratulations on the great trade. That's a really great, really great.
Answer the poll in chat. I'm curious, out of the 755 people that are here, how many of you are our members versus how many of you are not members? Curious to see what this is. All right. 67 people. So far it's 90-10, 89-11. Thank you, Lakeisha. 89-11. Sky King. What's up, buddy? 90-10.
Yes.
Mike, are you going to get into AFGY?
No.
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, GFY.
Whatever.
Yeah, no.
You don't even know tickers.
You said it wrong.
Did I?
Yes.
I think you were talking. Don't gaslight me. Mike Moo, but with a 3. Is that Mike Moob? Oh, Lev, you're welcome, brother. Did someone say gas? I'm triggered. Yeah, Friday live streams are built different.
Yeah, they are. Fridays in general just built different.
Mike, do you still think we have any hope left for a year-end rally with the CPI numbers?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, all it will take. I mean, you have a bunch of other CPI, numbers that you're going to be getting. Obviously, you have a couple more that you're going to get here before the year is over. If just one of them is under the expectation, then that would spark a market rally because you haven't had one that's been under the expectation since that July number. August was higher, September's. So, you have 2 months now in a row where the number came in significantly higher than where the expectations were. And the markets are traded to the downside on the back of those numbers. So if you just get one of the next 2 numbers where it actually comes in under the expectation, although that doesn't seem very likely right now, I know it's hard to imagine that if the last 2 numbers were significantly higher than what the expectations were. All it will take is that it is for one of those numbers to come in under, and it would spark a rally. So I think that actually you're better off. It's like the further down that the market goes now, the better off you are set up for a bounce into the Santa Claus timeframe, which is what I think you're going to have happen. I still think you're going to get a Santa Claus rally, which is from Thanksgiving to New Year's, where the markets move to the upside. I still think that that's the case. I still think that's possible because I think that maybe by November and December, you might finally start to get some of these inflation numbers come down. And the markets would breathe a little bit on the back of that. So markets also to just go down in straight lines. They don't go up in straight lines. Even if you think the markets are going lower, they're not going to go lower in September, October, November, December. You're not just going to go in a straight cascading line to the downside. So, markets will go down, 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 and down. They'll get to a point where they're oversold, and then they'll have a little bit of a bounce back and a snapback, and then the downtrend would continue later on. Nothing's just going to go down in a straight line. So you're not going to go down like 4 consecutive months in a row without experiencing any type of a bounce back at all. You didn't even get that in 2000.
Talk to me about the state of the jobs market right now.
It's the strongest, tightest jobs market that you've ever seen.
So people still employed, people still have money.
Oh, people still have money. According to the numbers from the bank earnings, also people still have money. People still have money, and it is just the tightest market you've ever seen. 3.5% unemployment. You've got to go back to 1969 to find an unemployment number that's lower than it is right now. The labor market's extremely tight. People still, there's still more job openings, far more job openings than there are people that are looking for a job. And that's, Jerome Powell wants that to change in order to help bring down inflation. Wage inflation is a big pressure on the CPI number. And the reason why wage inflation is so high is because we've been hiring at my dealer, people buying cash. Yeah, I know.
Yo, sound off in chat. Let us know the state of your economy real quick. Let us know the state of your economy. How are you guys doing outside of trading? Like, what are you seeing? Are you guys, how are you guys doing? Because I'll tell you right now, it's almost impossible to hire people on our end. Gas prices are $6.49.
Maybe he might be talking about maybe diesel in
Diesel, maybe.
So that's why wage inflation is so high, because the labor market's so tight. There's not enough people to fill these jobs. So if somebody wants to hire somebody, they say, okay, we're going to put a job posting out. We're going to pay $55,000 a year. Nobody responds to it.
Watch this real quick. Look at this. We got the first one. We've been hiring at my dealer, people buying cash, right? Jennifer Hill says rough. Snoke says mercy, I believe, which is thank you. I don't know, whatever. Andrew Knudsen, paycheck to paycheck, gas price $6.49. Gas is definitely putting a dent in my budget. Everything is more expensive. Busy Bee Learning is employed. I have job security, but gas and food is high, says Lisa. Here's a different one. Staff of 5 should have 13. Restaurant industry is as strong as ever. Gotta keep grinding. No layoffs yet. Wow, look at that. We have 148 open jobs in a 1,400 person company.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Our
company is hiring anyone that wants a job. Anyone.
Gary
my
says
group is looking for people.
Driving. Laying off a lot in the mortgage industry. Yeah, no doubt. The mortgage industry is going to take a hit. You guys, unfortunately, are going to get rocked.
Oh yeah.
If you're in the mortgage industry, you guys are gonna get rocked. There's really no sugarcoating that. It's unfortunate. It sucks, but you know. Look at this, dude. Not enough help with workers in my business. Had to boot one today for drinking on the job.
You know the crazy part? That person will have a job tomorrow.
Yep.
It's the tightest labor market you've seen in 50 years. Will the Fed take into account that this is an election year? No, the Fed doesn't care.
Publicly.
The Fed does not care. If they cared, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing.
Music Man Shan, or that's his name in chat, sorry. I need 50K plus benefits. If anyone is hiring for that or more, I'll move my family. Brother, you can get that immediately. I mean, I know what you do for a living. Honestly, you can make more doing it yourself. Here's another one. Yeah. Mike, what do you make of some of the mixed comments in here and the low jobs number?
What do you mean? Like mixed comments about what specifically? Like what?
There's a lot of people that are like, I'm hurting. I can't afford this. I can't afford that.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen. Yeah. I mean, there's no surprise here, folks. You know, I mean, inflation is high, right? Everybody knows inflation is high, and when gas and groceries are high, that hurts. People feel gas and groceries more than anything else in inflation. Obviously you have rent prices, and that's a struggle too. But for people that are already locked into their shelter situation, it's gas and food prices are the things that really affect people the most. But
how many of you need a work from home job?
The other interesting thing is that today you also got consumer sentiment data that came out, and the consumer sentiment data was above expectations. And there's a direct correlation between gas prices and consumer sentiment, because the gas prices and food prices are what people see and feel every day of their lives. And when gas prices came down from $5 into the threes on a national average, yes, I understand some of you live in parts of the country where gas is crazy, like California. I'm sorry, California sucks. Gas is super high. I get it. But on a national average, gas is in threes. So that's what factors into consumer sentiment, and there's a direct correlation between consumer sentiment, and when gas prices go down, consumer sentiment tends to go up. When gas prices go up, consumer sentiment tends to go down. Food prices have been a real pain in the ass. That was one part of inflation that the Fed did not anticipate. Was the commodity side of food and energy, and that was really exacerbated by the Russia-Ukraine war. That made food prices drastically higher than where they would have been if that never happened. If you had just had the inflation environment that you find that came out of COVID, and there was never a Russia-Ukraine war, if that never happened, then energy prices, natural gas, would not be as high. Oil would not be as high as they are now, and food prices would not be as high as they are now. They would still be higher, but they wouldn't be as high as they are right now. And that's a big part of where consumers feel inflation. Consumers don't necessarily feel inflation in auto sales. That is one purchase that people make every so few often years. It's not like, if you go from buying, if a car cost $60,000 and now it costs $68,000, you don't necessarily feel that, because even if maybe you're not purchasing a car right now, so that's irrelevant to you. And even if you are purchasing a car, you purchase it once over the course of years. So it's not, you don't feel that inflation. But when you go to fill up your gas tank and it's costing you $75 to $100 every single time you go to fill up your gas tank, you feel that. When you go to the grocery store and it costs you $300 to get food for literally 2 or 3 people, you feel that. So those are the things that really start to affect consumers, consumer spending, consumer sentiment, et cetera. It's not, healthcare costs. It's not auto sales. Like, those are not the things that really make consumers where you feel it, because healthcare costs is not something that gets factored into your everyday life. Auto sales is not something that gets factored into your everyday life. Even the price of housing is not something that really affects people as much, because buying a home or moving into an apartment is not something that factors into your everyday life. It's food, it's gas. That is your everyday life. And as long as those numbers are gonna give us a problem, people are gonna feel it in their pockets.
All our reserve fuel supplies are almost empty. Block. Sorry, bro. I can't with some people, dog. I can't. Anyways. Shortage of healthcare workers is bad news for people. That is bad news.
That's not what I said, but yes, that is bad news. But
I'm replying to somebody in chat, not you.
No, I know. I'm talking to the person that said that in chat. I didn't say that. I wasn't talking about a shortage of healthcare workers.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting to hear out what people on here, where they're at.
There's an interesting theory out there by a couple of economists, And it's a theory that I see a lot of validity in so far. And it's this idea of what's called a rolling recession. And let me explain what a rolling recession is. A rolling recession is a recession that hits different sectors and areas of the economy at different times. So you can have, like right now, right? If you work in real estate, if you're a mortgage banker, right? You feel you're in a recession. You're at the, mortgage applications are at the
You're
lowest.
screwed. Right now you're in a bad spot.
Right. You're at the lowest. The mortgage applications are at the lowest rate they've been in 20 years. Right. So you can say that, well, if that's the industry that you operate in, then yeah, you're already in a recession. You really feel like you're in a recession. If you are operating or running, a sports bar or a restaurant, you don't feel like you are in a recession because your sports bar and your restaurant is packed every single weekend or 5 nights a week because people are still going out and they're still spending. If you're in the event space, you don't feel like you're in a recession because you're selling out every single event that you do because everybody is looking to spend on services and experiences rather than, instead of buying a flat screen TV, they're going out and they're going to a concert, they're going to a sporting event, they're going and they're doing all these other things. They're doing all these other experiences. So you don't feel like you're in a recession. So there's this idea of a rolling recession, which is going to be like areas of the economy will feel that economic slowdown, but at different times. And instead of the entire broad-based economy getting hit with a recession all at once, it's kind of like whack-a-mole. And that's an idea that people are talking about. And that kind of makes sense based on some of the comments that we're seeing here in chat.
Yeah, absolutely. If only there was a way. Somebody said, Ruben Donley says, at your trading group, when I signed up, you were having a special that said I was supposed to receive a laptop. Does that not really happen? What laptop? Bro, Ruben, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys know anything about laptops?
Ruben, I don't know what you're talking about, Ruben.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about with us?
Yeah. Ruben, go ahead and send an email to logistics@truetradinggroup.com. Logistics@truetradinggroup.com. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Crazy. I mean, look, in these economies and what's about to happen, how many of you own a small business? How many of you own a small business in here? Anyone? Okay. That's it? No, we cannot talk about the effect any election will have. Not here. Yes, you can use an iPad 12 Pro to trade, definitely. Yeah, Canyon Ridge. So let me explain something. If you own your own business right now, you're about to get crazy busy. This is just my opinion, but I believe that if you own a small to medium-sized business, you are about to get 12 months of real busy. Because what is going to happen is you're going to have a lot of these big companies, right? A lot of these big companies. No, Tanner, we're joking. We know it says laptop. We were being sarcastic, brother. I can't joke with people. No comment.
Yeah, it's just, it's Friday.
Yeah. What you're gonna see happen is you're gonna see a lot of larger middle-sized businesses to larger businesses are gonna struggle to fulfill what they normally are able to because of layoffs or lack of funds to do so, right? You're going to see a lot of that spill over, and a lot of the smaller medium businesses or the smaller businesses are going to be able to pick that up. You guys that own small businesses right now, strap on in while the country is heading in the wrong direction for the next year. You guys are going to kill it. You know? So no, I'm not. I'm not making that up. I'm being dead ass serious. It depends on what you do. Mike's like, are you making that up? Small businesses get crushed in recession because they can't compete with cutting costs. It depends on where you're at. If you're a higher level mid-tier business and your overhead is extremely high, then you're going to feel it. If you're a service provider, like, whatever it is, you have an opportunity to really pull yourself ahead because some of the bigger places aren't going to be able to sustain, and there's going to be a lot of overflow. That's how I started. I started my first web design business in 2008. And all of the bigger companies at that time were not able, they had to fire a lot of their full stack developers at the time, their designers. I picked up a lot of that. Yeah, George is right. Now it is actually the best time to start a new business. Absolutely. Would that include tattoo shops? I don't know. I don't know if there's it depends on the industry. It depends. What is crazy in 2008, I didn't even realize we were in a huge recession. Our businesses were doing great. Yeah, me too, dude. That's because absolutely. That's what happens. If you're look, it depends on how big you are. It depends on how big you are. If you're, if you have a bunch of overhead and a bunch of employees and your costs are very high, then this may not apply to you. If you're starting something out and your costs are relatively low and you're able to be nimble and pivot, you're in a really good position. This is a great environment for somebody that wants to start a business or somebody that has just started a business before the overhead is super high, before you're having to spend a bunch of money on things. You're going to have about 12 to 18 months to really, seize an opportunity there, and especially for e-commerce. So, and that's what a lot of people in True Trading Group are doing. What they're doing is they're going ahead and they're using the money that they're making trading to put back into other businesses that they want to start or get into, because that's smart. There's going to be a lot of opportunity that comes out of the next year, and those that are in a regular 9 to 5 are not going to be the ones that are able to take advantage of it. So, what do I know?
It's going to be exciting, man. These are exciting times. They really, really are. They really, really are.
Brian. All right. Go ahead and finish up.
All right, guys. Well, Make sure you guys all set your reminders, like I said, for Sunday night, because Sunday night we're going to be live. We're going to talk about what the futures are doing. We'll talk about the earnings that are coming up next week, and then we'll game plan for the markets and go through what the game plan is and what we're looking for to have happen next week and how I plan on making money from it. So we're going to go over all that Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys set your reminders now so you don't miss out on that. What I'll do now, if you're not interested in the membership, you guys can just sign off. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to show you the platform itself so you see everything that you get access to when you guys become full-time members of the group. But first, if you're going to leave, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, smash that like button. Make sure you guys never miss out on these lives. If you are interested in the membership, let me actually show you what you get with it, because you can go to ttgoffer.com right now. You can use the coupon code TTG121. That'll drop the price down to $11.20. That's a 49% discount off the membership. And if you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting one. We've been joking around a lot, but in all seriousness, if you do see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's, you're getting one. That $11.20 price point is going to be good until Sunday at midnight, and until we walk the price back up over $1,200 and we walk towards that $22.12 price point. So you guys can take advantage of that here now. You don't have to enter your address to get that laptop. You'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim it. So let me show you everything that you get. You're going to get the chat room, obviously, right? Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time as they happen. We're giving you our commentary from pre-market. We open at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We stay open until after the market closes. We're with you all day, every day. That's myself and 9 other professional trading moderators that will give you guys all of our trades, and it will walk you through and answer questions and provide market commentary and analysis throughout each and every single trading day. You also get our mobile app. The mobile app will let you use your mobile device, your cell phone, iPhone, Android, whatever it is, to stay connected to our chat room, even if you're not in front of your computer. This lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis. You also get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. That way you can follow along with what we're doing, even if you're not in front of your computer. That's how so many of our members that have full-time jobs are able to benefit from the platform through the mobile app. You're going to get 2 small private study group sessions. This is your chance to talk to one of our mods, ask questions. We can really help speed up that learning curve and get you guys headed down the right path. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed as well. That's a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of chat that gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. If you went to Benzinga directly, you're going to pay over $1,000 a year just for that. We've spent years building relationships with these companies, including Benzinga, to offer their products on our platform without you having to pay for them. It's included when you join TTG for the $11.20. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. It's included in the $11.20 when you join our platform. The Trade Ideas scanner, that's a few $100 a year. That's included when you join the TTG membership and the TTG platform. ETNA's simulator, that's a simulator I talked about earlier that lets you guys trade stocks and options with fake money. It'll cost you just under $1,000 a year if you went to ETNA directly. It's included when you join True Trading Group and pay the $11.20. Our own proprietary scanner. This will allow you to create custom scans. Okay, similar to FinViz Elite for those that are familiar with it. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. This stuff would cost you hundreds of dollars a year if you were to buy this data on your own. It is included at no additional cost when you guys join True Trading Group. A full trading performance journal will let you track your trades and give you statistics and data. All right, we'll give you statistics and data on all of your trades, so you can see for yourself what you are doing wrong and what adjustments that you guys need to make. A social sentiment scanner. This will follow and track Reddit, stock twits, and Twitter and tell you which ticker symbols are being mentioned most so you guys can help stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings. Any company that you're interested in, you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Insider buying information, insider selling, short data. It's all included when you guys join the TTG platform. A watch list. Every day, the mods and I publish watch lists on what stocks we're looking at and how we plan on trading them, what our game plans are. And then you have all the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. It's all available to you guys when you join the platform. There are no VIP courses that cost more money. There's no upsells for additional courses. Every course is included when you pay the $11.20 for the entire year. On top of that, you have the video library. The video library is in addition to the courses. This has 300 hours of additional workshops and webinars covering a variety of topics like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to build a long-term portfolio. These are workshops we've done with members. You can watch all of those recordings, and then you can attend all these workshops live once you become a full-time member. Guys, it's time you invested in something real, something that can actually help you guys reach your goals and help you guys along your journeys. But I can't do this for you. You have to make a decision to actually invest in yourself and invest in this platform during times like this and take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. If you don't know what's going on, great, learn. You don't know how to make money in this environment, great, learn. You don't know when this is going to end or what it's going to take in order for this market to turn around, great, learn. You're not sure what stocks to buy, but you know stocks are cheap right now, great, learn. I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group, but I can guarantee you that if you do join and you do not make back that 1120 at least once after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending a study group, I will give you back double your money. That's $2,240. I'll give it back to you. That's a 100% return on your investment. I can do that because we've only had to refund 2.6% of our users. 78% of our members renew their membership. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with nearly 1,800 reviews. So based on the reviews, what members tell us, the refund rate, the retention rate, I can very confidently say that True Trading Group has worked for thousands of people. And if you're willing to put forth a little effort, I think it can work for you as well. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com right now, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, you're good to go. Remember, if you see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. And if you're still unsure about the membership, we do have a 7-day trial. You don't have to wait until Monday. The weekend does not count against your 7 days. It's a full 7 trading days. Just go to ttg3.com. That's TTG3 spelled out. TTGTHREE.com. It's our 7-day trial. It's $3. We charge $3 just to make sure that you're a real person. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no recurring payment. There's no automatic renewal. It's a one-time payment of $3. You guys can check us out for a full 7 days. Get your butts in chat. See what it's like. Experience the community. Experience what it's like to be part of the TTG platform and the benefits that it brings each and every single one of our 10,000 members. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications. Set your reminders for 8:30 p.m. Eastern Live. Next week starts earnings. It's going to be a big one.